I put on for my city, put on for my city, I put on for my city. No, that was terrible. I know, man. Put on Young Jeezy. Hey. Anyway, this is the prediction video for the February 18th fight between Chris Arreola and Eric Molina. And I'll break both fighters down, give my prediction at the end, and then we'll go from there and see how it turns out, right? You ready? Anyway, we'll start out with Chris Arreola. 6'4", 240 is his last fight, which you'd like to see, coming down from, the mid 250s or more. Seems like he's dedicated. He did gain 4.5 pounds from his previous fight into his last one. He went from 236 to 240.5. He was at a low of 234, which you really like to see, because I think that's a good weight for him, around the 230s. He's 34-2, 29 knockouts, 81% knockout ratio in there. Is he dedicated? That's the biggest thing you have to wonder in this fight, because this is a big fight for him, and you want to see him continue on his streak. He's won 6 in a row since he went in against the Klitschko, or was it Adamek? It was Adamek, wasn't it? Yeah. Damn. He doesn't write on a cue card as well as he used to. Anyway, you would like to see that rematch, though. I'd like to see them rematch, especially with him at the lighter weight. He's a good, not great fighter. He struggles with boxers. He's got a big heart and a great chin. And you see that he's never been knocked out, but he got beaten, where the ref said, dude, we're not going to let this go anymore. His defense is okay. He is a good counterpuncher. He's got a good hook and a nice right hand in there. He's got good combinations, and the jab comes in, works the jab. Lots of power punches. Even when he's throwing the jab, he's throwing it with power, and he comes in there to really, really hammer you, and he applies that pressure, and he's slick and he can move. So he has all the qualities you would like to see in a heavyweight, and the way he goes about it. And he's got good size at that 6'4", 6'4.5". And you're talking 235. That's a very, very solid, very promising whenever you look at that. He is starting to slowly move up in age, so we'll have to see how this carries out. But great fighter, great guy. Going over to Eric Molina, he's 18-1, 14 knockouts for a 74% knockout ratio. At 6'5", he's got really good size, but predominantly throughout his career, he's been a cruiserweight. And you look at that, he had the good knockout win over Warren Browning to win the WBC alphabet title thingy. He's only got 60 rounds of experience, so that is not a lot of experience. You have to wonder about his stamina, whether he can do that, and he hasn't really fought a good competition. I mean, when you look at Arreola, I mean, he's got like 22 rounds with Klitschko and Adamek. So I mean, he's got a lot of good experience in there with good fighters. Only 5 of his opponents have had 10 or more wins. Only 7 of his opponents have had winning records. So when you start looking at this, you really have to question. You look at 18-1, it looks great when you see it flashed up on a neon sign. But when you look at the record, you start to realize, whoa, this guy really hasn't fought anybody to really justify an 18-1 record. When you look at other fighters, by the time they're 18-1, heck, they might have had 4 or 5 title fights under them. He's So in one of his losses, he got knocked out. I think it might have even been his first fight. But he has good power. He's got a nice right hand. He's slow with a methodical pace, I should say. He doesn't, and what I mean by that is he doesn't let things get to him. He keeps it on his pace. He doesn't change for anybody. He makes you try to fight his pace, which is good. He keeps composed even if he's getting hit, and even if he hurts you. That's a thing too. He doesn't get wild in there. He doesn't, but he does drop his hands when he throws power shots. And I think against the counterpuncher like Arreola can be, that will affect him. And if you don't think Arreola is, maybe you need to watch his fights some more. Just saying. This is a big step up in class for him. He's going to struggle with this, I believe, but we're going to see if he's for real or not. If that 18-1 is justified. Now he pushes the pace, he fires the uppercuts in, he drops the left after throwing that jab. So watch that in this fight. That's not a good thing to have. He will work the body. He looks fit, at the weight. But what weight will he come in at fight night? I mean, you're looking at a guy in less than a year that's put on roughly 30 pounds. He went from 199 to 229. And you just don't do that in a year's time. You don't put on 30 pounds of muscle in a year's time, naturally. So it's not healthy. So he's had to put on some fat, some other stuff, and you wonder how that's going to translate over with him. And what weight is he going to come in at with this fight? So, and it's like 15 pounds higher than his original highest weight, that he had fought at when he first started. So, looking at that and putting it all together, you're looking at another, I think, Chris Arreola comes out with another nice win. And I think he could knock him out. I mean, that's the reality of it. When you look at a guy that's almost at 90 or 80% knockout ratio, that's usually what happens. So when you start looking at this, I still want to go with him as getting the decision. I think Arreola gets the decision in this. I wouldn't be surprised if he knocks him out. But I'm going decision. If I was betting money, but I don't. So you'll have that, all right? So please comment, rate, subscribe. Be my friend, be Eduardo's friend. He's always messing with the cue cards, man. I don't even know why I keep him around. So I think that's about it. Yeah, that's it, man. All right. Wait, it's Bigragu, Eduardo, and we're out.